What's going on? Iron Buddha the God here, aka Tyrone Flawless Wiggins. I want to talk about. I'm kind of late. Well, not kind of late. I'm definitely late, but it's something that's been bothering me. I just recently watched Bad Boys for Life again, the other day, and it's obvious. It's very obvious that Will Smith is clearly a bigger star than Martin Lawrence and has been for a long time. But at the end of the day, they're both still legends. My issue is the fact that in each Bad Boys movie, you see Martin's character progressively, to me, got worse. Maybe it had to be like that to fit the storyline. But look at Martin's character in the first Bad Boys. He seemed like a real action star or whatever, and he wasn't as, he had a really good role, and in my opinion, Martin seemed like to be, had the better role in the first Bad Boys movie. But then obviously maybe Martin has some personal issues in real life behind the scenes that prevented him from getting bigger roles after the original Bad Boys, because Martin's last big role that wasn't Bad Boys was Big Mama's House, and that was in 2000, 20 years ago. So Will Smith always gets a role. Will Smith is clearly more popular, makes more money. And the issue, I was watching The Breakfast Club one time, and Martin and Will was getting interviewed on there, and Charlamagne the God has no filter, but I respect him for saying what he feels. But there's a time and place for everything. He was like, speaking of money, I hear the Will, you're getting $11 million more than Martin for this movie. And Will tried to play it off as into a joke, but you could tell they both was confused and upset. You didn't have to go there. Them two know what each other got paid. So you don't got to do that. It's you trying to play them against each other. But Will got 18 million for Bad Boys for Life. Martin got 6 or 7. And ultimately 6 or 7 million for a movie role is great. But compared to Will Smith, that's kind of low. Will has another movie coming out later this September 2020, getting $20 million for that. Martin probably won't be in another big role ever, unless there's another Bad Boys movie, which might be coming out. But Martin's a legend. If you ask me, Martin clearly had the funnier sitcom. I'm not going to say better, but I'm going to say definitely funnier. But Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Martin were just two different shows. Fresh Prince seemed like more of a comedy. Fresh Prince seemed more like a family oriented show that the family could watch together. Whereas Martin show had more of a Def Comedy Jam type feel. But Martin was a more natural, funny comedian who actually was a stand-up comedian. And Martin's show, I remember the first time seeing Dragonfly Jones, I couldn't breathe. He played some great characters on that show and showed a lot of versatility. And Will Smith, just being Will Smith, made, never acted before doing the Fresh Prince, but it ended up being a hell of a show. Both sitcoms are legendary shows, but I just don't like the fact that in Bad Boys for Life, Martin didn't do nothing. He was ass in Bad Boys for Life. He was ass. Because he couldn't do nothing. It's Will gotta be the macho shoot 'em up guy. But even in the first one, they called him Trigger Mike. He was always called Trigger Mike because he's always shooting people. But Martin, the bathroom scene in the bathroom scene in the first Bad Boys, Martin ain't like that no more. He wasn't like that in the second and third Bad Boys. That joint in the first Bad Boys, when he turned around with the gun, "What's up, mother effer?" That was fire. Martin, it went downhill for him. Hopefully we see Martin in another big movie role soon. He's not getting any younger. Martin's about 56 now. I think 57. But we'll see what happens. That's just my gripe.